So what would be a good attitude to adapt in these trying times?
To expect that very thing. If you expect that the economy is going to wobble and fall over in various places and stocks are going to drop and all, if you expect that that's the way it's going to be, accept that it's going to be that way, then you don't resist it. I mean, what difference does it make?
Well,
You can have caviar in your rye bread, or you can have peanut butter.
well, you don't get steak as often, and everybody likes that.
Yeah, okay, so you're dealing with likes and dislikes.
Right.
And of course,
I see.
much of financial situations is comfort. I mean, you're not really more comfortable in a 12-room palatial home than you are in a 3-room cozy little cottage. Mm-hmm. You're not really happier, nor are you really that much more comfortable. Mm-hmm. You can only sleep in one bed at a time. You can only eat one steak at a time. You can only sit in one chair at a time. You can only go to one bathroom at a time. The fact that you got 8 bathrooms in your house doesn't help you when you got to go wah-wah, you got to go wah-wah. I've lived in all those different varieties. And I also knew people who lived in the extreme of them, multi-billionaires. And frankly, they were no happier. Mm-hmm. Their living room was no more comfortable. I sat in the chairs of some of the most wealthy people in the world, and frankly, felt the same. You go to the bathroom, it flushes the same. So what you're talking about is the superficial trappings of it all. So let's say we have the emotional security that the stock market is not going to drop. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, no, I'm happy it's not going to drop. Oh boy, I was worried the stock market was going to drop. You know, I say, no, it's not going to drop. You say, oh boy, my life is saved. The stock market is not going to drop. Oh, phew. Then we turn around and we say, oh, that was wrong. The stock market is going to drop. Oh God, it was my retirement account. So you can't let yourself, I lived through one depression, so I've seen it go up and see it go down. And frankly, you ate more peanut butter than steak during the depression, but that was really the main difference. And we drove an older car, it was a 1927 Model A Ford, which now is a collector's item. I wish I had it now. I get about $35,000 for it. So I think it's considerably what you compare yourself with in fantasy with others. If you stay with your own people that are just like you, everybody is having peanut butter sandwiches because they can't afford steak, and it's not a problem. We never bought something to put your sandwich in. You saved the wax paper that the bread came in, and you wrapped your sandwiches to go to school in them, and you used the same bread wrapper for about 2 or 3 months before it all wore out. So the pleasure of life is not dependent on the externals. The externals are nice. It's nice to think you got all that money. And, of course, I always remember Mama's savings account. Everybody knows that story. Through Depression, the family would worry about, it was a famous story. I think it was published in the Reader's Digest. Mm-hmm. And they would all worry about money, and the woman would say, I've got plenty of money in my bank account. Don't worry about it. Oh, the kids would feel okay again. And then after the lady died many years later, they found she never had a bank account. All those years, it didn't even exist. But she would tell them that the money was in the bank account. Don't worry, if we run out of money, we'll take it out of Mother's bank account. So that, to me, Mother's bank account is probably the best explanation of wealth and money and prestige and all those things, that they have that magical sense of reassurance that you're not really in danger, that you're really in safety. So I think what people are really worried about in the current economic situation is safety, really safety. Not so much luxury. You're not worrying about whether you can get a new Cadillac next year or not. Yeah, you're really worrying about survival and security. So once you reassure yourself about survival and security, then the rest of it is just the excitement and drama of life. One of the reasons you decided to be reborn is you want the excitement and the drama of life. I mean, this is the best TV program around. You know, in this world.